and welcome to our Pecha Kucha presentation on Susan Laurie Park's groundbreaking play, Topdog, Underdog. My name is Olivia.
And my name is Ernest. Please join us as we explain and analyze the intricate tale of two dueling, ironically named brothers, Lincoln and Booth.
Lincoln, aka Topdog, is a former three-card Monte con man turned Abe Lincoln impersonator who lives with his brother Booth and longs to have a controlled lifestyle, unlike that of his brothers. While Lincoln begins the show as the top dog, the power dynamic between the two brothers certainly shifts throughout the story, making the audience question who was really the top dog.
Booth, aka Underdog or three-card, is a thief and a wannabe con man who lives with his brother Lincoln and strives to be in control despite his chaotic and careless lifestyle. Booth tends toward the side of aggression, so any slight aggravation can instantly turn into a major one in the blink of an eye. The duality of the brothers' personalities paired with their equivalent desire to be in control causes major conflict in the end.
The entire play takes place in Booth's apartment, which consists of one starkly furnished house room. As put by Mrs. Parks, the place is here, and the time is now. From the first scene to the last, a total of 8 days passes, in which the brothers come and go to complete their daily tasks, but are only seen when they are inside the apartment.
The plot follows the living habits of Lincoln and Booth. As the audience peers into the brothers' stark apartment, they witness the aftermath of Booth stealing trinkets and attempting to master his brother's former trade of being a three-card Monte dealer, and Lincoln attending his job at an arcade as an Abe Lincoln impersonator, in whiteface, in a shooting game.
With childish wit, the brothers discuss romantic endeavors, incoming paychecks, skills of the dealing trade, and the precision involved in the art of deception. In a suddenly climactic turn of events, Lincoln loses his job at the arcade and returns to his old ways as a con man. At the same time, Booth reveals that he has just gotten engaged to his former girlfriend, Grace, and will need Lincoln to move out of the apartment immediately.
These changes to their routine invited a heated conversation about income and stability, resulting in a game of three-card Monte to determine who will receive the minor inheritance that was gifted to each of them by their absent parents. With only one move left, Lincoln steals Booth's crown. As his rage boils over, Booth fatally shoots Lincoln, violently ranting and then grieving, ending the play with an air of irony and poetic justice.
Majoring in English and German literature, Parks didn't always intend to be a playwright. It was her college writing teacher, James Baldwin, who noted her tendency to act out the voices within a piece of literature, who pushed her to pursue playwriting. And the world is lucky she did, as Parks went on to earn the distinguished title of being the first African-American woman to win the Pulitzer Prize for Drama for her work on Topdog, Underdog.
She even went on to take part in the book adaptation of Ira Gershwin's Porgy and Bess for the Broadway musical production that premiered in 2012. Just from this small sample of Parks' past achievements, it is clear that she is fully dedicated to voicing the struggles and experiences of the African-American community and using her platform to share stories that need to be heard.
In this piece, Parks uses a realistic passage of time in which the audience is shown a chronological sequence of shared moments between the brothers over the course of the 8 days in which they lived together at Booth's apartment. While realism is used to a certain extent, Parks draws the line when the characters step outside of their living area. This allows for the application of some audience imagination.
This strategy affects the readers of the play by creating a plotline that was easier to follow, as the brothers delved into the complexities of their past and current tensions in their relationship. In a similar effect, the strategy would avoid any confusion in the audience in relation to the progression of the plot and conflicts between Lincoln and Booth.
When mindfully reading the play, there were times when I had trouble staying fully invested and maintaining a complete understanding of the text, specifically in the sections where the brothers were going in depth about the rules of three-card.
A challenge that I encountered was slowing down my reading. As I read, I tend to skip over words or quickly skim over a page, but with Topdog Underdog, I made the effort to absorb every word.
After reading the play, I felt I had developed a new perspective, specifically about the power dynamics of close family relationships and the danger of telling too many lies.
Reading this play opened my eyes to the unforgiving nature of petty arguments and competition, especially with those closest to you. Lincoln and Booth personally served as a warning to not allow jealousy and/or insecurity to overwhelm oneself.
Topdog Underdog first opened off-Broadway at the Public Theater, with Jeffrey Wright as Lincoln, Don Cheadle as Booth, sets by Ricardo Hernandez, costumes by Emilio Sosa, lighting by Scott Zielinski, sound by Dan Moses Schreier, and stage management by Rick Steiger.
Directed by George C. Wolfe, Topdog Underdog opened in 2001 off-Broadway, running for a short term of only 2 months. However, Wolfe and the rest of the original cast and crew went on to partake in the subsequent Broadway production at the Ambassador Theater in 2002, running from April to August.
After being a smashing success on Broadway, in 2003, the production moved with Wolfe and the original Broadway cast to the Royal Court Theatre in London. Following this, Topdog Underdog went on to be produced at the New Repertory Theatre in Massachusetts for 3 months in 2005.
In 2011, Topdog Underdog was produced at the Shaw Festival Theatre in Ontario, running once again at the Theatre Centre in Toronto that same year. Shortly following, the last notable reproduction of Topdog Underdog was produced by the Two River Theatre Company in Red Bank, New Jersey in September of 2012.
Here we have 3 examples of posters for 2 community theater productions and the Broadway production of Topdog Underdog. Each poster depicts a unique ideograph highlighting a different aspect of the play. The far left poster hones in on the death, the middle hones in on the game, and the right hones in on the brothers' dynamic.
We agreed that the ideograph used by the original production of the play was the most captivating and relevant. With a stark red-orange background, the poster utilizes 2 opposing characters of black dogs, which can be assumed as pit bulls, infamous for their aggression. Thus, consumers are briefly exposed to Lincoln and Booth's chaotic dynamic as they struggle for power within their search for affirmation as top dog.
Overall, the play was extremely well received by audiences and critics alike from the get-go, amassing 2 Tony Awards for the Broadway production. In a critic's review of the Two River Theatre production of the show, directed by the playwright herself, the production was described as marvelously vibrant and immediate, even a decade after its original opening.
In addition to the show's Pulitzer Prize, the Canadian productions of Topdog Underdog were nominated and won at the 2012 Dora Mavor Moore Awards. Nigel Williams as Lincoln subsequently won Outstanding Performance by a Male in a Principal Role in the Play category, alongside director Philip Akin for Outstanding Direction of a Play or Musical.